sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick, the quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Left side to Godwin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right? Like last week when we went back and watched, I mean, whether he was throwing touchdowns, scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, it's going to be a tough group to beat.
At the 23-yard line.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here.
Ready.
Another run here with Hubbard. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Young. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
At the 29-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Ovitt. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
9 yards. That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This pass is caught by
Man, fuck out of here.
and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The kid, and this is Irvin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Nick Scorton, he's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. So, Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 41 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down?
There's Dave Canales, the Carolina head coach. His Panthers heading back onto the field. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, and take him down for a loss.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. And
Throw the fucking ball.
And down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This one.
Man, oh my God.
The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On the RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield.
Oh my Jesus.
Ibuka. And he's into the end zone. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown Buccaneers. His first touchdown of the new campaign. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Xavier Liggett. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready?
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 24.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 6.
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Young. On the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
Man, oh my God.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17. And the Buccaneers.
They send Evans in motion. On play action, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. 10-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. On to the second Buccaneers in possession of the football as they go to work on first and goal. Here's a run, and he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and
That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing here on third and goal. That
Good.
is by the tight end, Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Panthers nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard
Go now.
line.
Ready?
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's done it again. Back-to-back good runs. 19 this time. And another first down. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Young. On the move left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown, Panthers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here at the break.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, and his guys head back out for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? You pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line. Because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
180! Mayfield to throw. This pass deflected and caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's Mayfield.
Man, that's shit him. Come on. Fuck.
And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Mayfield. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
180!
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Welcome just a yard short of a line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Leggett on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. It's a big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Young, forced to his right.
Oh, my God.
Trying to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They go play action with Mayfield. And this ball intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over at their own 15.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Come on, set!
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we ready.
Now Young out to his right. That's going to be
Catch the
incomplete.
fucking ball.
Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
To throw is Young. That one into the hands of Atwell. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
19 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Young. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Young.
Oh my God.
One down the field, but it is incomplete. It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Throwing is Young. This is
What
intercepted.
the fuck?
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, Godwin wide open. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
Complete to Chris Godwin. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Now, screen set up for Irving. And
That guy
he
is
gets
so
to the
fucking
inside
fluke.
and takes it in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. We get on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? Set. Ready?
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. This to the right
Oh, my
side, but it's
Jesus.
gonna wind up incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette.
Okay, right.
And it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Come on, push.
Here's Young.
Man, this shit is fucking pitiful.
It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll run with Irving. He'll push forward for about a yard. Princely Umanmielen is there to make the play. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
180.
On 2nd down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
first and goal.
That's Ibuka in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot. You try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 14-yard line.
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevor Wallace. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Ready?
On first down is Young. He'll find Andre Yusibov. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
A run with Hubbard.
Oh my God.
Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly.
Beautiful.
To the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Ready?
It is 3rd and 10.
1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
To throw is Young. And that is...
Catch the fucking ball.
But no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Panthers first down.
Here we go. Ready?
A give up the middle is Hubbard. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
46-yard line. A 7-yard
From the 46. Here's 2nd and 3.
Down. Hut, hut.
Now Hubbard. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Set, hut, hut. Set, go.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. Into space. And he will go all the way to the Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Moving to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield.
Oh my God!
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 36 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 to the 40. On play action, Mayfield. He's going to dial.
Motherfucker pushing over there, goddamn thing.
He's trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that was a first down.
First and 10 at the 27.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
There's a third down and 4. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Buccaneers.
To throw is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side.
Hey, oh my God!
And he'll take this one in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's caught this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Leggett on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. They need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On the give, it's Hubbard. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Panther first down.
Here we go.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Now they are in business.
I can't wait to see that boy in Pittsburgh this year.
20-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Hubbard.
Oh my God!
He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here comes 3rd and 6.
There's no game. I'll lose my X back.
Now Young moving to his right. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete.
It's the ball.
That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
That's good for a 1st down.
They go play action with Mayfield. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield to throw. Got a man. It's a boot.
Jesus.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now Mayfield. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan.
Complete to Jalen McMillan.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Irving now gets it to start the 4th. And he'll get about 5.
Irving again the ball carrier.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Mayfield.
and 4.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Baker to throw.
Oh, my God.
That is caught. He got Godwin. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. Barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Young. He keeps it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, he becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Oh my God! All that fucking hole. Then you run into the motherfucker.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Young. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Oh my God! You can't outrun a fucking defensive line.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Forced out wide. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession?
And he's in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll get into the end zone.
Yeah, late hit.
Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. Here's Irving. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this.
Oh my God.
It'll bring up second down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. On second down, Baker. A short one there to Otten. And they'll be set up now. Up past
I was gonna let that man do this bullshit all fucking game.
on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Off the play fake.
Oh my God.
And he's
3 motherfuckers.
inside the opponent's 35. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's first and 10. A give. This is Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Right back to Irving. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
180.
They'll drop to throw. There's Evans. He's got it. The Panthers are going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 43 yards away.
Man, no, that shit will fucking block.
As this one
The fuck out of here.
And the Bucks will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Encroachment defense.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It is second and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The visiting Bucks. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a
Bullshit ass game.